come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Traffic Avenue, the show for me and you. Mondays to Fridays, ooh, the Traffic Avenue. Traffic Avenue, the show for me and you. Mondays to Fridays, ooh, the Traffic Avenue.
Flex. Buckle up and join the best. Let's see, relieve your stress. So yes, let the music soothe your soul and keep it going just to refresh. Buckle and enjoy the ride from 2 to the half of the 5. Mondays to Fridays, happening live. Where we gon' have a ball, you can text your guys. Let me tell you what you really gotta do. You can count on us, we come through. We got everything you need, that's true. Are you ready for the Traffic Avenue? Let me tell you what you really gotta do. You can count on us, we come through. We got everything you need, that's true. An applause for the Traffic Avenue.
Traffic Avenue.
Detailed news, unparalleled coverage. City News on 97.3 FM.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
City News.
It's 5:30 p.m. Welcome to Eyewitness News, live from our studios here at number 11, Dr. Morton Loop in Adabraka, Accra. My name is Nanatufo Boateng, and this evening I am here with
Akosia Ochre.
Coming up over the next 1 hour, 30 minutes.
For the special prosecutor to dare disagree with his thinking about Madam Cicely Adapa, you shouldn't be surprised that a petition against the person who has disagreed with him in that manner is treated the way that he is treating it.
Special prosecutor Kisie Jabin faces possible impeachment as Chief Justice requests him to respond to allegations made against him in a petition seeking his removal. Also coming up.
This is not acceptable. This state capture cannot be tolerated. Those who are selling are snakes, they are all his appointees. Those who are buying, the Honorable Brachabo who is buying, his appointee. He should ask them to back off.
Member of Parliament for North Tongue Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa petitions Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice SHRAJ to investigate allegations of conflict of interest and abuse of power in the alleged sale of 6 hotels by SNIT to a Greek minister, Brian Achampo. And later preparations underway for the final funeral rites of late former Deputy Minister for Finance and Member of Parliament for Adweso, Dr. John Kuma. We'll take you live to Adweso to give you a feel of the atmosphere there. Stay with 97.3 Citi FM for more on this and other stories on Eyewitness News. Later in business,
65 registered professional bodies risk being struck out from the National Register of Companies. This is according to the Office of the Registrar.
Eyewitness News is live across the country on all our affiliates. Join us in the Upper West region on Tupani Radio 88.5 in Nadoli and Jirapa 96.1 FM. We're live in the Upper East region on Recast 92.1 FM in Bongonamo. In the Northern region, you're listening to North Star Radio 92.1 FM in Tamale. Join us in Lerigu in the Northeast region on Nobia 98.1 FM. We're live in the Western region on Beach 105.5 FM and Sky Power 93.5 FM, both in Takrade. In the Ashanti regional capital, Kumasi, this is Focus 94.3 FM and Orange 107.9 FM. We're live in the Volta region on Sela Radio 97.1 FM in Dabala and Holy 98.5 FM in Aflao. Up in the Savannah region, this is Kasha 99.5 FM in Damongo. Eyewitness News is also live around the globe on citynewsroom.com. Your comments are welcome via our WhatsApp line 0549 986 996. Let's start off with Akosia, who has the very first story.
Chief Justice Gertrude Tokono has requested that the special prosecutor Kisi Ejaben responds to allegations made against him in a petition seeking his removal. The Chief Justice, in her letter to Mr. Ejaben, asked him to address the issues raised to determine whether a prima facie case exists. Well, the petition submitted by former Special Prosecutor Martin Amidu to President Akufo-Addo alleges procurement breaches in the purchase of vehicles for the office of the Special Prosecutor and misconduct involving judges and the administration of justice.
Right, we'll be getting reactions to this, but joining us in studios are court correspondent Hansen Ajiman to give us some details regarding this particular petition. Hansen, this petition by the former OSP or the former SP is hinged on 6 issues. What are these 6 points?
So the first point the former special prosecutor makes is that the office of the special prosecutor made certain appointments without the involvement of the president. And if you look at section 21 of the Office of the Special Prosecutor Act, it essentially outlines the processes for which other officers of the office can be appointed. And it specifically reads that the president shall, in accordance with Article 195 of the Constitution, appoint other staff of the office that are necessary for the proper and effective performance of the functions of the Section 21 of the Office of the Special Prosecutor Act. He goes ahead to say that the Office of the Special Prosecutor, particularly the Special Prosecutor himself, Kisi Ejaben, made certain inducements to staff of sister law enforcement agencies like YOCO and the Ghana Police Service, where such officers were given higher salaries or offered higher salaries and higher ranks. He argues that he has evidence to back this, and what we are being told is that as part of the petition, he attached the resignation letters of these officers from YOCO to and their assignment to OSP office complex at Ridge, as well as the procurement of some vehicles. He's arguing that Kisi Ejaben engaged in some procurement breaches. Finally, he's indicating that the Office of the Special Prosecutor, led by Kisi Ejaben, refused to comply with some RTI requests that he made to the office, and he's hoping that on the grounds of these, the Office of the Special Prosecutor, the Special Prosecutor in the person of Kisi Ejaben will be relieved of his post after the removal process have been finally taken through.
All right, Hansen.
Now, so we know that the Chief Justice has written important to put a highlight on the removal processes for anybody who seeks to be petition ought to be submitted. The president's job is to transmit it to the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice is supposed to determine if there's a prima facie for which he has written to Kisi Ejaben. So after Kisi Ejaben's letter, within 30 days, she would determine if there's a prima facie case. What it means is that she would determine that on the face value of the allegations that have been made and the response, there's indeed a question to interrogate for Kisi Ejaben to answer. It is after that a special committee of 3 will be formed to now look at whether or not Kisi Ejaben should be removed. If the committee looks at it and says no, Kisi Ejaben should not be removed, the president is bound to act by that. If the committee says he should be removed, the president again is bound by that.
Right. So clearly, the response from the special prosecutor is to assist the Chief Justice determine whether or not there is a case to answer.
Exactly. So that's what the special prosecutor at this moment will be doing. Will be looking at on face value, looking at the allegations without interrogating them into detail. There's any question at all to answer. If there's no question at all to answer, the office of the Chief Justice will declare the petition as not fit. But if there's a question to answer, the Chief Justice would then have to form a committee comprising of somebody who is a Supreme Court judge, somebody who has been
bringing us some details regarding that petition by former Attorney General and, of course, former Special Prosecutor Martin Amidu, requesting the removal of Kisie Jabeng as the Special Prosecutor. There have been some reactions to this petition, Akusua.
Well, the minority is accusing President Akufo-Addo of having a vested interest in the removal of Special Prosecutor Kisie Jabeng. Or speaking to journalists, MP for Tamale North, Al-Hassan Suhini, and also the First Deputy Minority Whip, Ahmed Ibrahim, criticized the president for being selective in his responses to such petitions.
I think clearly it's going to serve the interests of the president. And maybe, as usual, just like in the case of Madam Charlotte Osei, that is why with alacrity, with speed, the president has transmitted this automatically, as he says, to the Chief Justice, even though there are other petitions involving his favorites that are longer on his table that he has never even responded to. So clearly, it is going to serve the interests of the president, and maybe the special prosecutor has touched some of his favorites, and we know how he clears his favorites and how he, celebrates them. In the case of Madam Cicely Adapa, even before investigations, went into the matter, we saw the love letter that he wrote expressing his confidence in Madam Cicely Adapa, and for the special prosecutor to dare disagree with his thinking about Madam Cicely Adapa, you shouldn't be surprised that a petition against the person who has disagreed with him in that manner is treated the way that he's treating it. So it's going to serve the interests of the president. That is why I think that this whole conversation must not be about the merit or otherwise of the petition. It should not be about the special prosecutor or Martin Amidu. It should be about the conduct of the president and how selective he is when it comes to transmitting petitions against people who he has appointed into office. When they are his favorites, the petitions don't get attention.
For the special prosecutor, you see, when Martin Amidu said the president himself is the mother serpent of corruption, and it was as a result of what the special prosecutor office has generated. So now, I cannot be following the special prosecutor and be blaming him. Ghanaians have built confidence in the special prosecutor. Most people now, if they have kids, they'll send you to special prosecutor. You see people trembling. So even the president himself is afraid of the special prosecutor, and that's why he did not even hesitate. Once he got the document in the way.
That was Franklin Kujo. He's president of policy think tank Imani Africa.
Let's go over the phone.